Dear students, this video of the story of Amrita is brought to you by Aryabhat National Public School. We are going to learn the story of Amrita, which is a true story. In this chapter, we will learn about trees. Not only trees, about every plant. That how plants are important for us. Plants can survive without us, but we cannot survive without plants. Because for our daily needs, whether it is food, whether it is clothes, whether it is our house, we are totally dependent on plants. We get everything from plants. There was a village named Khejadli. This village is in Rajasthan and in Jodhpur. The name Khejadli is because in that village there are many khejadi trees. People take care of these trees. Apart from trees, in that village there are many animals. That animals freely roam here and there. There were goats, deers, hares, peacocks. All these animals live together with human beings. They freely roam here and there. Nobody disturbs them, nobody hits them, and nobody kills them. Amrita, there was a girl named Amrita that lived in that Khejadli village. Amrita loved those trees. She had made friends. Her friends were trees. Every morning when she get up, she greet her friends. And who were her friends? The trees. She had convinced other children also in that village to make friendship with trees. She put her arms around the tree trunk, and that means she hugged the trees and like to tell them, friend, you are strong and beautiful. You care for us. She thanked trees that they care for us. How the trees care for us? The trees gives us fruit. The trees gives us wood. The trees gives us leaves, branches. All these things we use for our daily needs. Like Amrita, other children also had their special trees. They have made one tree their friend. Like Amrita, the other children's also had their special trees. They would play for hours in the shades of the trees. Do you play? Yes, of course you are. We also play in the shade of trees. Based on this, there are some questions here. Is there a place near your house? This one. Is there a place near your house, school, or along the roadside where trees have been planted? Have you seen any place like that near your village, near roadside, near your school? Maybe you have seen. The second question is, why were they planted there? Now you have to write the cause, why they were planted. What were the purpose of the plantation of those trees? Next question is, have you seen anyone taking care of the trees? Have you seen anyone who take care of trees, who put water these trees? Who does this? That you have to write. The next question is, have you seen fruits on any of the trees? Who eats these fruits? This trees gives us fruit. So many trees are there, they gives us fruit. So many trees are there that they does not gives us fruit, but their leaves are important for us. They have medicinal properties like neem. The next question is, Lalita feels that grass and small plants growing near her school wall have not been planted by anyone. Grass are not planted by anyone. Do you know of any place where grass, small plants, or trees are growing on their own without being planted by anyone? Of course, we know. You also know that everywhere grass comes out, nobody plants them, they grow naturally. The next question is, why do you feel they are growing on their own? Why these grass grow on their own? You have to write the answer. The second part of this chapter is trees in danger. After some time, let's continue the story once again. After some time, Amrita was grown up and she got married. One day, she went to greet her trees in the morning. And what did she saw? There were strangers in the village. And what these strangers were doing? They were having axe. The king has sent them to cut khajadli trees because the king wanted to build a palace, a new palace. What was Amrita's reaction? What she did? Amrita was shocked. She went to the tree. The men were about to cut and she hugged the tree tightly. The men shouted at her, they threatened her that this is the king's order. She has to obey the king's order. But Amrita did not listen to them. And the king's men wants to cut the tree anyhow. Amrita's daughter and other children's villagers, old and young, hugged the trees to protect them. But the king's men were determined to cut the tree, and they did it. In this, to save trees, many of the villagers died. Amrita also died. When this news spread, when the king heard that so many people died to save trees, he was shocked. He did not believe it, and he went to that village to see what was so important in the trees that people laid their life. Based on this, there are some questions. The first one, do you remember what the elders of this village used to say? What the elders of these village used to say? They used to say that we are only because of trees. The second question is, do you think we could survive if there were no trees and no animals? Discuss in your class. You have to discuss this question, that if in this world there are, imagine a world without trees, without animals, can we survive? No, we cannot survive. Where we will get our food from? Where we will get milk? Where we will get eggs from? All these things we get from trees, plants and animals. After the king ordered that nobody will cut a single tree from that village. The village was protected. Now also these villages are that village is protected even today, almost 300 years later. The people of this area called Bishnois, the people living in that village, in that area near Jodhpur, near Khejadli village. In Khejadli village also they are called Bishnois. They live there. They protect the plants and animals today. Even today also they protect the plants and animals. Even though in the middle of the desert, Rajasthan is covered, whole area is covered with deserts, very big deserts, but even in the middle of the desert, this village is there, this area is there where these Bishnois people live. That area is green and animals roam freely without fear. Based on this, there are some more questions. Do you remember that in class 3 you had made a tree your friend? How is your friend now? Maybe you have done this activity. Do you have done this activity? If yes, then do you remember? Why don't you make a new friend this year? Have you seen how your friends, the trees, change in some ways in different months of a year? If you have not made a tree your friend, this is the time to make tree your friend. Select one tree, make it your friend, water him, and see the changes in that. How the tree changes in months, in different months. Write about any one tree. The next question is, here write about any one tree. Does the tree flower? The tree gives us flower. When you select one tree and about that tree you have to answer. Does that tree flower? If yes, then your answer should be yes. Do the flowers remain on the tree throughout the year? The flower remains on the tree throughout the year or not? That you have to answer. In which month do their leaves fall? In which month the tree's leaf falls? The next question is, do fruits grow on the tree? If the fruit grow on the tree, that you have to write. If yes, then yes. If no, then no. In which month? The next question is, in which months do they grow? If fruit grows, which month? Next is, have you eaten these fruits? If you have eaten those fruits, then you have to answer yes. Otherwise, you have to say no. After that, there are some portions that you have to discuss with your parents or grandparents. The first is the first question is, why do people hunt? Lot of people hunt, kill animals. Killing animals for fun, killing animals for is called hunting. Why do people hunt? The next question is, there are rules against hunting of some animals. Some animals are protected because their number are decreasing day by day, and there are chances that after some time they will be finished from this earth. They will be extinct, just like dinosaurs. The dinosaurs, maybe some 2-3 lakhs years ago, dinosaurs were present on this earth, but now there are no dinosaurs. Why? There are a lot of reasons. The same, there are a lot of animals whose numbers are decreasing day by day because people hunt them uh, for their skin, hunt them for their teeth, hunt them for their meat. Therefore, hunt the government has made some rules that you cannot hunt certain animals. Talk to your grandparents and find out. There are some questions that you have to talk to your parents or grandparents, and you have to find out the answers. This is all in this chapter. uh, I will send you the question and answers that you have to write in your notebook. Thank you for watching.